Welcome back everybody to Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet, Miami, Florida. As you can tell though, we are definitely not at Haulover today. Today we are visiting Benton Inlet. This really is one of the wilder inlets in South Florida. The current in this place when the tide's rolling out is absolutely insane. But what really gets this place going isn't the typical conditions in South Florida. On a really nice day with heavy boat traffic, it turns into an absolute mess. Now let's see how our captains do as they try and do battle with Benton Inlet. Our first contestant to do battle with Benton's gonna show you what it's like when you're trying to come back in the inlet and, well, you just want somebody to get out of your way. Here we've got this PWC right in front of the boat. Our captain has to back down on the throttles. Really, Benton's causing this though. It's such a mess in here from all the traffic coming through that the ski had to slow down. So the boat had no choice but to slow down behind him. Now our captain probably could have alerted the ski and tried to go around him, but he's gonna wait until they get a little bit further into the inlet, and here he'll make his pass without issue, and we'll go ahead and give this first round to the boats. But here, even in the first round, you can see how Benton can cause some issues. Kind of like we're going to see right here. Our crew's making their way into Benton Inlet, and they're going to get caught in the blender a little bit right here, and it's going to kind of stall the boat out a little bit. Our captain immediately has to look back. Now imagine the first round if this would have happened to that ski and that boat was racing up on him, things could have gotten ugly pretty fast. Benton actually really does give these guys a scare. He knew there was a boat coming behind him, just fortunately that boat was giving him more than enough space to be able to pull this through. Here the crew will continue to make their way in, but just look at how fast this current's running. And even with the power he's got here, this boat just struggles to make its way into Benton. But we're going to go ahead and give this round to Benton because that was a pretty solid scare for this captain, I'm sure. Our next contestant is going to show you what it's like when you have another close call here in Benton Inlet. Here this crew's making their way into Benton Inlet, and so far they look okay, but right there, man, this is close. Do they stuff the bow? No, they somehow pull that one out, and the cap even keeps on the throttle to get this thing right back up on plane and come blasting into Benton Inlet. That was a close call. Bow stuffing would have been an automatic loss, but they're going to go ahead and take the win for the boats in this round. And our next contestant to do battle with Benton Inlet is going to show you what it's like when you come rolling through Benton and things just don't go as planned. Man, these guys are in a small boat to be navigating this inlet right here. Things could get out of hand pretty easily in this vessel, especially if a bunch of bigger boats came rolling through. I can only imagine what would happen here. But this crew's making their way out of Benton, and it appears things are going to be alright. And then right here, one of the worst things that can happen to a vessel in Benton actually happens to this crew. They lose power, and in a vessel this size, it won't take much. Just a few boats coming through, throwing wake at them could absolutely slam this vessel into the walls, and this could end disastrously. Our crew's working as hard as he can to try and get this thing fired back up. I think he knows what danger lies ahead if he can't get this thing going again. I'm really not gonna lie. If I was in this vessel, this would be one of those puckering situations to me and really make me question whether I would ever want to take another vessel through Benton Inlet again. Here they get this restarted and start making their way back out, but the reality is this is a dangerous spot to be in a vessel this size. And here they've lost power again, but fortunately this time they're a little bit outside the mouth of the inlet. Really, I'm curious to see what it's going to be like when this boat tries to come back into Benton. Hopefully these guys don't even bring this boat back in. They just beach it somewhere on the outside. And even though this crew makes it out, just from the scare factor, I'm going to go ahead and give this round to Benton. And that's going to take us into our fifth and final round. Tied at 2 apiece, who will take the win in this episode? Will it be Benton Inlet or the boats? Here are captains making his way into the inlet and starting to hit the blender that is Benton. And here he gets brought almost to a complete stop. Fortunately for this captain, nobody was coming in behind him because that could have had some disastrous results. Our captain's quickly able to get back on the throttle, but man, he's absolutely struggling trying to fight this current coming into Benton. Really, he's going to have to get this one back up on plane to get this thing moving, but Benton gives him enough of a fight that I think I'm going to go ahead and give this round to Benton, and we're going to give this episode to Benton. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens in the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.